everybody, welcome back to Stan's Garage, bringing you everything you need to know for effective business IT management. So, email, right? People still use it, some people extensively, some more than others. But now, more and more individuals are trying to utilize their email as a one-stop shop for storing data that they send and receive. This is not a very tenable solution. Everything is becoming easier and faster as IT becomes more efficient and powerful. It can be much simpler to keep that file your customer sent via email in your inbox rather than moving it to a more appropriate folder somewhere on your computer or cloud storage. Well, what's the issue? For starters, what happens when some of that email data is lost? Backup services frequently fail to back up email data files. Many companies realize after an issue occurs that their email wasn't backed up. Here are some suggestions to help avoid things going wrong. First, make sure you have a copy of your email on hand. If your email is hosted elsewhere, check to see if the web host backs up those data files. You can ask them if they provide this service as an add-on. If not, you can use third-party solutions to make the backups. We do that stuff for Office 365 and Google. Number two, secondly, you're going to want to save any attachments to a folder as opposed to just count on your email for storing this. Make sure and do this in your documents and not just in your email client. Now, if a client takes time to send you a file, make sure you take a minute to save it to your respective folder in whatever cloud storage you like to use. If the file's name isn't descriptive, rename it to something that is. Trust me, this will be very helpful in the long run. Number three, I would suggest you make use of your email's archive feature. This will act as additional email storage, but also gives you the ability to back up the archive folder as a whole. Archiving in general reduces the size of your inbox, makes it more manageable, and gives you double the space. Like in the most basic Microsoft plans, you have 50 gigs of email, 50 gigs of archive. And number four, I would suggest taking a moment or two to sort through junk mail when it arrives. Either block it, send it to junk, or just delete it. These suggestions will help you to limit the amount of junk in your email, establish redundancy so you have multiple places to retrieve data in case of an emergency. Plus, it's a nice little trick to organize your client's files so that they're easy to find. Another issue with storing files in your email is the risk it poses to your cybersecurity. Yep, the dreaded cybersecurity. Yeah, email was designed to make communication more efficient, and it obviously has. On the other hand, email has become the default file system for far too many end users and their important documents. This makes an email extremely vulnerable. If these accounts are hacked, it compromises all important data stored within the email system. If you store everything in your email, all a cyber criminal needs to do is a little social engineering to get you to hand over the login credentials, and boom, a one-stop shop for all your critical data. Of course, that two-factor authentication I keep telling you about, use it on your email too, for obvious reasons. Now, creating a separate backup for storage is that one extra step to separate yourself in the event of a data breach. I encourage you to relay this message to your friends, family, and coworkers. But your enterprise email systems have tons of backup options, and I would recommend your IT teams implement them if they haven't already. It is a common misconception that we need to store our files in one place. Most people who do store their data in their email are used to the days where it was the only way to keep our data with us at all times. But now it's time to explore your other cloud-based options. Cloud storage, we have the ability to store information and access it from anywhere. Using cloud-based storage will make it extremely difficult for criminals to get a hold of your data. Using your cloud-based storage will separate it from your email, making the criminals trying to access it have to jump through additional hoops, additional security protocols, and more difficult for them to get a hold of your data. In fact, these criminals will have a hard time even knowing whether or not you use the cloud for storing important documents. Storing in the cloud is not something we normally publicize in the same way we would with our email, right? Everyone knows you're you at yourcompany.com. But they don't know what cloud storage you're using, right? If you decide to take this route, I highly recommend you set up your cloud account with that two-factor authentication. Added layer of protection will make it nearly impossible for cyber criminals to access your data. At the least, employing two-step authentication for your actual email will do wonders for your security. I hope you found this information valuable, because securing your email and cloud solutions is one of the most important things you could do in maintaining proper security protocols. As always, I'd love to get your thoughts on them. Do you still store important documents in your email? Let me know in the comments below. And if you need in revamping some of your data storage solutions, I would be happy to help. Feel free to schedule a call with me via the Calendly link below. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.